the finals, and he now lines up for a shot at the podium and hold on to some championship points. Dave Steedman, Taylor James, the battle for third place here at ASB Showgrounds.
3, 2, 1.
And off we go for the battle of third and fourth. Who will take the final position on the rostrum? It's Dave Steedman who leads the way. Our championship leader, Taylor James, tucking in.
Both of them pushing really wide. Taylor's tagged the ball though, and it's upset the balance of the car. He's trying to recover some points out of this and trying to regain some composure to get back up on the door. Looking strong now for Dave Steedman and the Team DSR RB powered S14, bouncing off the limiter with plenty of flames. A great recovery from Taylor James, but we're going to have to look at the replay. Hand out the window from Dave Steedman. He's happy behind the wheel, and Steve, this is where that contact happened with the wall.
As we watch these two cars fire, and there goes one, but bang, you can see a scrape there. Now, as Kenny alluded to, it did unsettle the car, but Taylor James hard on the gas pedal again, sets himself up, tries to shallow up to gain back his proximity as they fire through into the end of the section. Dave
Steedman actually gifted him that because he was well offline, and that opened the door for Taylor to actually recover some points back out of that. So a great drive in the end for Dave Steedman. A little mistake through the midsection, but overall fluidity will take the points advantage for sure, with Taylor James making contact in that first pass. Can Taylor redeem himself here and try and grab third place on the podium?
3, 2, 1.
Well, let's see what Taylor James can do as they make their way back out. First clip done, here goes the second, and a big rail heading towards the concrete. Taylor James.
Both of them pushing up wide again, trying to get out to that outer clip. Both of them on the inner. Taylor trying to pull a little wee bit of a gap, but Dave Steedman's just lurking right there.
Who will it be? Dave Steedman having a run wide. He's hitting his clips, but there's a gap between himself and Taylor James. Hard on the gas pedal. Watch the limiter. But Dave Steedman can't get on the back end. Who is it going to be?
See, so the second pass there might have evened things out a little bit.
Yeah.
You could potentially see another OMT, but let's just try and look at it a little bit deeper in the replay.
Thanks to NZ Vader for the replays. And it was a clean start for both of these drivers. You can see a little bit shallowing up. Taylor managed to form a gap between himself at this point here. I really expected Dave Steedman to be able to claw him back.
Dave right on that judge's line though, despite falling back a car length. So yeah, the tipping scale, maybe Dave has scraped through on the skin of his teeth. It depends on how much of a markdown, a penalty has been awarded to Taylor James for making contact with the wall in his first pass. The battle for third place, we await the judges' score. Where will they slide? Dave Steedman and Taylor James. Taylor is looking for a handful of points for the championship. Dave Steedman is pretty keen to bounce back from mechanical dramas during the mid-season attack throughout the year, and it would be really great to see Dave Steedman get a good result after mechanical dramas.
One OMT. What does Ross Honor say? Dave Steedman. Dave Steedman will take the win, going into taking third place, but it's still fourth place for...
Well, a third step on the podium. How does that feel?
I'm really wrapped with that, to be honest. Messy battle. Messy, not as good as earlier battles, but hey, look, I'll take it for sure.
Mate, you're supposed to say, I'm happy as.
I'm having fun, that's for sure.
Mate, it's been good to watch. Well placed, mate. The Pukekohe S14 doing the job. Let's just go to the championship leader, because one might suggest that fourth placing might still keep you well in the championship hunt.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how the points will work, but gutty not to get that win, but Dave deserved it, made a mistake, I hit the wall, and that's the price you pay, I guess, eh?
Yeah, but it's all lots of fun, right?
That's it, we're only here for the fun, so yeah, we're still on a good buzz, top four, still good for our points, so happy to be up there.
Fun and the win, mate.
That's the way.
Thanks, Tata. Championship.
The grand final is here. It's the new school taking on the Drift Kings at Pukekohe Park Raceway. Join us for round 5 of the 2020 Valvoline D1NZ Drifting Championship Series. Tickets at the gate or book now at D1NZ.com.